Hi, I'm Alex from ScooterGiant, and today I'm going to show you a black Vespa GTS 125 Super, also available as a GTS 300. This black Super is one of the more sporty, bigger framed Vespas. This Vespa has a 124cc engine. It's a single cylinder, 4-valve, 4-stroke engine, give you a very smooth ride. It has 12-inch wheels. If we take a look at the wheels, you'll see we've got nice big fat tyres which are great for stability on the road. We've got the sporty red springs which are specific to the GTS, and you'll see that we've got some nice chrome trim here at the front. As I look up, I can see the smaller windscreen. This is tinted, and then we've got some nice chrome mirrors. So all in all, we've got some traditional looks with a sporty twist. Looking at the dashboard on this GTS, you'll notice that it's primarily in black, which is specific to the GTS. We've got the silver colour around the outside. Right in the middle we've got the analog speedo, which is primarily in kilometres an hour, but around the inside we can see we've got miles per hour. The two analog gauges to the right of that, the top one is the fuel gauge, the bottom one is the temperature gauge. In the middle at the bottom, always convenient to have, we have the time, which can be toggled between the date and seconds with these rubber buttons. And then finally, along the top, around the top, we've got the warning lights. So we've got the engine warning light, we have the low oil warning light, we have the indicator light, we have the full beam light. I'll show you where the button to that is in a moment. And then we have the headlights, which are always on while you're riding. This is a low fuel light, so when you start to run low on fuel, it will flash initially, and then a solid fuel light will show you that you are actually running quite low. Looking at the left handlebar area, first of all you'll notice we've got a nice Vespa branded rubberized grip. Also the grip is slightly bigger than on a typical Vespa, with a nice chrome end there. We have three buttons, just you'll see, which is, one is the full beam light, so normal light is on all the time. If I press the button there in, you'll see the full beam light will be activated. Put that back. We have the indicators just below that, so we've got left, right and press to cancel. And finally below that we have the horn, so with the ignition switched on, I can demonstrate the horn for you. Looking at the right handlebar, I'd like to just draw your attention to the two buttons that we have here. The red one is the engine kill switch, so in an emergency you can press that and the engine will stop dead. And then underneath that we have the electronic ignition button. And just before I start the engine, one point worth mentioning is that the handlebars, these extra long handlebars, do actually provide extra stability when you're on the road. So let's start this bike up. Keys turned, brake pressed, ignition. So now I'd like to show you underneath the dashboard. We have the ignition key area. The two things I'd like to tell you about the ignition key area is, one, you can put the steering lock on, so if I turn the steering to the left and then turn the ignition key to the left, with the key in or out, we have the steering lock in place. Another feature is that if we press in the ignition key area, then it will actually open the glove box. In the glove box you'll conveniently store gloves, some keys, change, anything small. Also in the glove box we have a basic toolkit, so that will be useful if you need to get access to the battery. Later on I'll show you where that is. If I close the glove box, just above the glove box we have a bag hanger, which is always very useful, and to the left of that we have a button, and that button will unlock the under-seat storage. So as we work our way back, access to the battery using the toolkit is underneath the footrest at the front here. If I press this button I can lift this seat up. This seat isn't the typical seat you get on a GTS 125, but it is remarkably similar, so don't worry about that too much. Underneath the seat you'll find a rain cover which can be pulled out and then just wrapped over the seat in the event of some rain while you're out. And then we have this larger than usual tray, which will accommodate an open face helmet. You'd struggle to fit a full face helmet in there. I can lift this bucket out, and that will give me great access to the engine area. The petrol filler caps here, 9.2 litres fuel capacity, will do you well over 100 miles. And then we have the 42 litre top box on the back. It's got a nice pillion passenger backrest, and also we've got some very comfortable footrests. So all in all, we've got a good scooter for 1 or 2 passengers. To see this and many more scooters, please visit us at www.scootergiant.co.uk, and also please follow us on Pinterest, Instagram or Twitter. So to summarise, this Vespa GTS 125 Super is a great all-round scooter. It's got good stability on the road. You can ride it in town, it can handle longer commutes. The big tyres make it great on bumpy roads, and the larger frame gives it more presence, so you feel more comfortable with other cars and other commuters on the streets. So let's take this scooter for a test ride. And that's the GTS 125 Super. Thanks for watching.